Hello everybody and welcome back to Season 31 of the Pokemon Cup Series. Today we're here at the Magic Mile, New Hampshire Motor Speedway for the running of the Overton's 301. We wrap up a very fine weekend here in New Hampshire with the Pokemon Cup race, and I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun to run. The 18 of Josh Crash starts on the pole today, and Philip Goldberg is on the front row to make it a Joe Gibbs 1-2 to start off today's race. Couple notes here before we begin. The 96 will be driven by Logan Bradley as part of the X Series drivers attempting to race here in that car all season. And the number 3 will be filled in by Cullen Francis. And if you didn't hear the news a while back, Robert Smith was suspended for 2 races for spoilers he posted for his 2 wins. I'm not going to say where he had his 2 wins in because I would be the one spoiling myself. But if you followed this series all through the season, you probably know where he got his 2 wins at. So because of his spoilers, he was suspended for 2 races. It was originally 3 and went down to 2 since he did apologize nicely. And so he will sit out this race and the next race. And Cullen Francis, for this one only, will take over for the 3 car here today. So Smith will be back, I believe, at the race at the Glen. His wins have also been encumbered, both of them, from the playoffs. The team will not be eligible to run in the playoffs in the first place, even if they do win again, regardless of which driver they run in for the rest of the season. It's part of the penalties for spoiling races. I do have a spoiler policy. I know some of you don't like it. Some of you support it. It's been getting mixed reactions, but I'm going to keep it for all 3 of my series because I want everybody to watch the race without knowing who the winner is until they've seen the entire video. It just didn't feel fair. It just doesn't feel fair. For me, it just doesn't feel fair, obviously, to see spoiler comments down below with the when other users have not watched the races yet. So for me, it just wasn't fair, and so and for the other fans as well. So I had to put a spoiler rule in there in all 3 of my series. So if you do spoil, there will be some consequences, just so you know, if everybody is watching right now. I know every single one of you guys watched races, so I wanted to get that out there, and because I still have the rule applied, even though some of you don't like this rule, but it is my series, and I will keep the rule for all 3 of them going forward. So that's a result of it. So Francis is running in the 3 car, currently in the points leader. The points leader currently in the truck series. So I thought I'd give the truck series some truck drivers with cup experience a chance to get a 1 race deal, pretty much, to get back into their old swing of things, running in the cup race for at least 1 time. So anyway, here we go. Cars roll off the track. And by the way, with the 2 wins encumbered, with Robert Smith's 2 wins encumbered, Josh Crash is the only multi-race winner currently sitting in the playoffs. So he is trying to win for the 3rd time this season. That would make him a real threat coming into the playoffs. But for now, we'll see if he can hold off this pack of hungry cars, I should say. I said cards. I should say cars, but we'll see if he can hold them off. Green flag is back in the air here in the Overton's 301. And you see what I did there? 31 laps instead of the regular 30. Just to make it truly the 301. 71 spins on the first lap. Wow. That's going to open the floodgates. 48 takes 2nd place. Oh, they're stealing the wall. Oh boy. Wow. I can tell this race is going to be another wreck fest. The other 2 races were wreck fests for sure. But this one is going to be another one here today. Here's what happened to Eli Bright in the 72. He hits the wall in turn 2. I don't know what happened to him. He just lost his steering or something like that, but he gets hit. The 2 of Matthew M. Dev just gives him a little spin. And look at how much cars he's holding up. While Richardson is the only driver he's really holding up. And 96 just doesn't know what he's doing, where he needs to go. Well, that's being a rookie for you guys. Bradley just stuck there. Bright spins. Richardson is down. And Josh Crash leads the field. Like I said, Josh Crash is the only multi-race winner this season in the playoffs, bearing anything else. But Crash trying to win for the third time this season to make him a real threat into the playoffs. But Alexander Rowe trying to get that win away, and so are the other drivers. So here we go. We'll get back to the green flag here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway with Josh Crash as your leader. So far Alexander Rowe's not had a great season, but he's looking to really change that with a win. A win changes everything pretty much here in the series and the other 3 series as well, so we'll see if 48 can pass the 18. Philip Goldberg also, I believe, no, he doesn't have a win this season, so Goldberg is also looking for that win to get into the playoffs, or even have a shot at getting in the playoffs if there are more than 16 drivers in the field that are winners. Green flags in the air. And Alexander Rowe just took the race lead just like that. Oh no! Goldberg spins! Goldberg just spun out. Wow. Philip Goldberg just got turned around. His teammate obviously did not intend for this to happen, but he got on the wall. Goldberg was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and he spins. Wow, that is just that's a tough break for the 20 car. Yikes. That is just a tough break. That is just unlucky. And Rich Roy has moved up to second, but there are pit stops. Oh, look at that. They're pitting. I don't think we've seen pit stops at all this weekend from the other 2 races. But here we go. Pit stops are a factor now, at least at the beginning. We'll see how long they'll last. Look at them, everybody getting on the pit lane. Let's see who comes out first off pit road. We're still waiting on who comes out first. And it's Rowe. Alexander Rowe's out first over Rich Roy. And then there you see the 31 John Andrews. And then Johnny Gardner and Diego Yepes in the top 5. Josh Crash taking a little longer in the pits than before because he had some damage from that. Yeah, Josh Crash out of the pit road, and he's deep in the field because he had to fix the damage he suffered from the last caution. And again, this was not his intention to spin out his own teammate, but there you see the damage on the right side of his car. But man, he was just in the wrong place at the wrong time, just like the 20. It just happened. Wow. A very costly mistake on the 18 and 20 in their part. Wow. And Alexander Rowe takes the lead. We'll see if he can hang on for the win. Again, he's deep in the points last time I checked. So he really needs the win. So he really does need the win in order to have a shot at the playoffs, right? To have the shot at making in the playoffs. My bad. Anyway, 48 and 14, both battle it out right now. Rich Roy trying to collect his first ever win. And some of you might be thinking, well, rookie shouldn't be running in the front, but I try to make things fair. I try to keep the ratings as fair as possible. Everybody has the same level, the same gap of ratings, so that everybody has an equal shot at getting wins and championships and all that. It may not be realistic, but I'm trying to get everybody to compete here today. So here we go. We'll be back to the green on this lap. This next time by, we'll be back to the green. So here we go. The battle will continue. As the pace car is going to come down pit road, and we're going to have ourselves a fine race here with 21 laps to go. Here we go. Pace car comes down pit road. We're about to take the green flag again. And the green flag is back up in the air. And so far, looks like the 48 has been able to stay in front. One car just smashed the wall, but we're good. Rich Roy trying to find a lane here, trying to pass by the 48. And the caution's out again, not surprising. And wow, another Joe Gibbs car involved. And another spin, but at least we got one green flag lap in there. Oh boy, that's just bad. What happened to Goldberg? As if this day couldn't get any worse for the 20 car. Let's see what happens. Maxwell Smart got 3 wide with Matthew Mdev and Cody Smart, unrelated by the way, and the 11 just got turned around. Oh, 20, that's where the 20 hit the 11. Man, this day hasn't been great for Joe Gibbs. His car started on the front row, but both wrecked out. Well, the 20 wrecked out, and then the 18 had to come to pit road a little longer than he should have. Because of the damage he had in that second caution, and now the 11 gets some damage here in the third caution. And another spin, and wow, Crash just could not stop in time to avoid the incident. Well, at least Acosta's still active, and he's the only one of the. At least Ryan Acosta is still in the race, so on the plus, that's their only positive so far for Joe Gibbs. And more pit stops, so I guess they wanted to get rid of all the debris they've gotten from all the wrecks here today. And Rowe is out first. And how about this? Johnny Gardner in second place. Gardner just came out second. Wow. And look at this, Cullen Francis in his one race deal comes out third. That's amazing. We'll see if Cullen can try to win. That'd be nice if the Cullen can win in the 3 car in his one race deal. Again, Cullen Francis filling in for Robert Smith, who's serving a 2-race suspension. I mentioned that earlier. We'll see if Cullen Francis can make the most of it. Back to green. 15 to go. Oh wow, 32 is the only one that retired. And he had an ignition problem. Sorry, my phone's just going off for no reason. Oh man, they're getting tight and now they're spinning again. In the back, 41 just turned around as well. Caution's out once more. They'll race it back to the line. And the 3 car is able to stay third. No changes. 31. A little bit of a nudge there, but he's able to stay alive. Close call. Oh, 95's on pit road. I thought he spun. I'm not even going to look back at the caution. Alright, here we go. We're going to get back to green next time by no real changes in the front other than in the caution. We'll see if things could turn up. We'll see if the heat will turn up with 10 laps to go. Here we go. Green flag back in the air. And the 48 got off to a good start. 2 cars out of the race again. 41 and 95. We're back here to it. Eric Martinez went by the 1 car of Chase Dunbar. Oh, wow. Tight squeeze, but somehow they saved it. My goodness, did you see how those cars were just like wobbling? My goodness, I thought they were going to spin again. It's not surprising because these guys are somewhat... I don't know why these drivers race aggressively in here in New Hampshire. Not even a good track to race in, but man, these guys like tend to run real aggressive and real tight at this track. Like get real too close to one another. It's just weird. 7 laps to go for Alexander Rowe. He took the lead early and has not looked back. Hedrick Motorsports is still looking for a positive result here. This season, they haven't gotten many of the results they needed. But this could change all that. Rowe could win and possibly make himself in to the playoffs. Little battle for position there up in the back. Still very exciting because you never know when they're gonna like snap. More drivers smacking the wall, but not really factoring in just yet. 5 laps to go at New Hampshire. But that extra lap still will mean a difference, possibly, if anything happens. How about Rowe's teammate Christian Parker running 5th? Pretty good, huh? Caution's out with 4 to go. Big pileup. Wow, what a surprise. It's unsurprising. No, it's not really surprising. I mean, we've seen wrecks happen in and out. But this one is going to make the race very interesting. We're going to have overtime for sure. Oh, wow. 48. What? Wait, no, I'm sorry. 47. Real slow on that turn. Imagine if he slammed right into the 48. That would have been controversial. Wow, okay. So, we're going to have overtime here in New Hampshire. It'll be a fun race for sure. Oh boy. More than 31 laps we'll need for this race to decide who wins it. And here are all the drivers that are still left and the drivers that are out. Don't worry, when we come back, we will have overtime from New Hampshire. Alrighty guys, here we go in overtime. You know the drill, so we're going to go right on to it. 2 laps here to decide who wins this race. Here we go. Alexander Rowe takes the lead, and we're about to get back to the green flag with 2 to go here at New Hampshire. Whoops. But anyway, look at Colin Francis going for the 2nd position. Whoops, sorry. We're still green. We're coming to the white flag. France is going to try for 2nd place with 1 lap to go. Big spin by Jefferson. Oh, and they're wrecking, but it's on the final lap, so it won't matter. And Alexander Rowe is going to pull away, but will Christian Parker make this a 1-2 for the Hedricks? Won't get there, but Alexander Rowe is going to come off the final turn. He'll take the win at New Hampshire. Oh boy. Even after the checkered flag, they're still wrecking. Wow. Oh my goodness. What a mess. But I'm glad this was over. Alexander Rowe collects the win here in New Hampshire. And what a race for Colin Francis. A comeback that comes up short of the win, but he comes home 2nd. An impressive run of the 3. But today it was Alexander Rowe collecting the win. And he gets himself possibly into the playoffs if he's high enough in points. But still, a win is a win. And the 48 really did deserve that victory. Here are the results from the race, the remaining cars that were left. It was a mess, but we did get it done. That's the good thing. We just got one attempt, and that was it. I thought there was going to be more, but, well, that was close. But anyway, that's it from New Hampshire as Alexander Rowe wins here at the Magic Mile. We will see you guys next weekend at Kentucky. So, here's Rowe in victory lane. See you guys later. We'll see you in Kentucky.